So this guy says, Eric, I want to make 6 figures online. I've been at this for a while. Been trying to make money as an internet marketer, as an online business person, and I haven't been able to break through yet. And I want to reach the 6-figure mark, $10, $12, $15,000 a month. And so I ask him, okay, so you want to make 6 figures, what niche market are you in? And he says, well, I'm kind of looked at these different markets, but I'm not really in a market right now. I'm like, do you have a squeeze page, or do you have a list, an email subscriber list? And he says, no, he doesn't have that yet. And I said, okay, well, what about your own product? Or do you have a product that you've created, or a body of knowledge, or a problem that you can solve to create a product? And it's no. So I was like, how long have you been trying to make money online in this business? And he says, 8 years. I said, for 8 years you've been at this, but yet you don't have a squeeze page, you don't have a niche market yet, you're not solving a problem, you don't have an email list, you don't have anything, really. So what have you been doing for 8 years? You're just here for the free coffee? So this is one of the things that we see a lot in this business, is we see people that have been at it for a very long time, and they haven't made any money, they haven't made any breakthroughs. They dabbled here, dabbled there, tried this, tried that, bought this course, buy that course, follow this guru, that coaching program, seminars, the whole 9 yards, but they're not making any money. Do you ever ask yourself the question, why? Why is it that they're not making any money after 8 years of spinning their wheels and spending all that time sitting on their butt in front of a computer, trying to learn all this stuff? Why haven't they broken through yet? What's really holding them back? So I asked the guy, what do you think is the number one barrier, number one obstacle, the number one problem, the number one thing that's preventing you from breaking through and actually making that 6 figures or any money at all? What do you think is the biggest problem you have right now? And he says, traffic. And so this is important to understand if you're someone who's looking to make a bunch of money online. Traffic is later on. I mean, you have to have an offer, right? You have to know what niche market you're going after. You have to know what problem you're solving. You have to know how you're going to help people, how you're going to provide value to a consumer, to your customer, to your client. How are you going to help that person? They're going to give you money, and in exchange for you receiving that money, you're going to give them a big dose of value. So we got to create some value. The traffic is out there. We can go get traffic everywhere. You're surrounded by traffic. You're surrounded by money. There's money everywhere. But in order to get that money, you've got to provide value, and really good value in a very compelling manner. That's called copywriting and conversions. So with these people that I've been coaching for many, many years, I've come across them. They have not been able to break through because they've got their thoughts all messed up. They got the whole steps out of sequence. So here's what it takes to actually make a lot of money online. There's like 4 or 5 main pillars to making money online. 1 is, you need traffic. 2, you need conversions. 3, you need a product or an offer or a service, right? And 4, you need technical stuff. You got to get this up online and digital, and you got to have a buy now button. The whole thing's got to work, right? Digital, it's the information superhighway. It's the digital revolution, right? So it's got to be digital in order to make money online. So you need technical help too. So that's 4, right? Traffic, conversions, product or an offer, and the technical. And the 5th one I would say is mindset. Because I'll tell you, the real reason why that guy hasn't made money after 8 years is not the solution, it's not the tactics, it's not the systems, it's not the formulas, it's not the steps that it takes to make money. He's seen that for the past 8 years. He's bought tons and tons of products. He's learned all kinds of different ways to make money. There's 1,000 different ways to skin a cat and make money, and he's learned them all. So really what it comes down to is it's not traffic, and it's not conversions, and it's not a product, because anyone can create a product, and it's not technical. It's what's going on right here between the ears, right? In the mindset. Do you believe that this is going to work for you? Do you have faith that this is going to work for you? Can you stick to it when the going gets tough? When the going gets tough, do you keep going? Do you steamroll right through adversities and setbacks and problems and personal problems? Because the only difference between the people who are succeeding and the people who are failing is the people who are succeeding keep going. They have personal problems too. They have setbacks too. They run into speed bumps. They run into problems and objections and all kinds of situations that derail them, that knock their feet out from underneath them. But the difference is they keep going. They just keep going. They keep going despite having all these problems. They keep rocking and rolling forward despite having all these issues. Because we all have the issues. We all run into the same kinds of problems. So which side are you going to get on? So the people that have been trying to make money for 8 years and they haven't been able to break through, it's not because of the tactics or the systems or the strategies, it's because of them. They need to fix this, right? They need to fix their heart. They need to fix themselves. They need to stop being afraid of ridicule, stop being afraid of success, stop being afraid of failure, stop worrying about what everyone thinks about them. Stop worrying about all that. One of the most common things I hear from people, I'm like, here's what we're going to do to help you make a lot of money. And they say, do I have to use my real name? What if my boss finds out? You mean the boss that you want to fire because you want to quit that job? You got to go all in. You got to go all in if you want to succeed. You can't just coast. You can't dabble. You can't just react. You can't just kind of float around in this reactive manner and just hope that success is just going to fall on your lap and just appear. Ta-da! That's never going to happen. What you have to do instead is you got to steamroll over those adversities. You got to get past the comfort zones and get out there into the uncomfortable zones. And you got to stick to it even when it hurts and keep going with full faith that it's going to work out for you. That's when success comes flooding in, and it will come flooding in when you bust through those barriers. This is Eric Louviere. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you on the next one.